Everyone, we are back with another video, and today we are going to talk about Rahu's origin story, and how Rahu is affecting and impacting our life. How every small thing that is happening in today's life, all those filters, all those we do not have that much of sensory involvement nowadays, right? Everything is very quiet, nothing is engaged. How the senses don't have much to play with nowadays, right? There is a lot of sensory deprivation, because of which depression, anxiety is happening. Why? During these times, right, there is a lot of analysis and action paralysis, right? What is, why that is happening in today's times, right? And what is the future, right? We are going to talk about all of those things, right? And this video is going to be focused on Rahu Dev, who is the manager of the current, who is the coming manager, who's the manager who's coming, and he's the in charge of all of the present time on earth, and he's the in charge of all, of taking all the souls to moksha, which is God. So we'll talk about all of this in a lot of detail in today's video. So please stay tuned. Okay, so let's start. So, first thing is, you might be thinking, Shreyas, uh, you make videos about, playing the game of life in a better way. Now, you're going to tell a story about Rahu, which is a graha, and what is your, connection? How is that story going to help me live in a better way? What is the return on investment to see the video that you're making? All of that I have planned for, all of it, and I'll answer all of it, and trust me, by the end of the video you'll understand very, very deeply researched points on how to, on what is happening with you, these filters, how there is a connection about Rahu's story, Rahu's thoughts, and how the present day works. These filters, the fake ingredients, right? The fake filters, like people are putting filters on their sales, right? Fake personalities, right? And all these wrong, deceptive things. What is the logic behind all of that? What is the connection with Rahu? All of those in a beautifully packed connection with, with a story, is there in this particular video. So you, all you have to do is just stay with me till the end. There is a lot that I have done a research on, and that has also been come by the grace of God, which I want to share. So please stick to the video and listen to it. Okay, so let's start with the origin story. We're going to take it part by part. Okay, the first thing is the origin story. So there are two levels. One is Bhagwan, which is the greatest level, that is the greatest position that uh, a soul can attain, right? And then the position lower than Bhagwan is Devta, right? They're little bit lower. Like there is a the president is Bhagwan, and one level below is Devta. That is like general manager, and at the lowest level, the worker level, is Manushya, right? And that is the thing. So what happens is, there is a story that is written in Puranas, okay, for Rahu and Ketu. Okay, there is one person who became two persons, but I'll say all of that in this story now. Okay, so what happens is, all the gods are having a kalash which has Amrit. Now Amrit is one thing that can give immortality. So everyone is standing there and waiting for the Amrit, okay, and they're doing like this, and the Bhagwan, right, the president of all of the universe, which is Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma, along with Devis and some of the senior grahas, right? They're all standing there, right? They're all standing there and waiting to receive the Amrit. So one person is, very carefully seeing how, that Vishnu is pouring this Amrit in all the Devta's hand, and all the Devtas are drinking. Now he's very carefully seeing that, the Amrit is decreasing. That Kalash has limited amount of Amrit, and it is decreasing. And he thinks by the time Vishnu gives the Amrit to all of the Asuras, the Rakshasas, the Amrit will get over before it comes to the Rakshas, the Asuras. So he makes a plan. I will disguise myself, okay, as a Devta, and I'll go stand with the Devta, take the Amrit, and then just come back. Okay, by chance it does not reach the this one Asuras, I will be on the safer side because I would have received the Amrit. Okay, so what he does is, this Asura, the Rakshasa, he starts going close to the Devtas. Okay, all the Devtas are standing in a line like this, like there is two lines here, and there's one by one. The Bhagwan is giving the Amrit. So Rahu, what he does is, he slowly starts going there. And very important thing, what Rahu does, you have to listen to this part very carefully, because what he does there is a connection with what he does with what is happening today in all of our lives. And so listen to this part very carefully. So what he does is, he thinks that if I go there as a normal Asura, those Devtas will kick me out from there. So what he does is, he sees the dress, the face, the jewelry, and the crown, and all of those things that Devtas are wearing. He is naturally a Rakshasa. But what he does is, he says that I will change my appearance, my clothes, my jewelry, all of this, and I will match it with the Devtas and stand with them. I will fake it to be a Devta. Fake. This is one important word that you need to understand. Okay. Second thing that you need to understand is, he will change his face. Whatever his appearance is naturally, he is going to change it. Change of appearance, filters, that is also something that I'm going to expand on later on, but I'm telling you right now, so that you understand that that person is controlling today's time, and what that person did that time and what is happening right now, there is a connection, right? What we think is, we stay in India, we are ruled by prime ministers, and this is what is impacting us. There are other cosmic seniority, or there are cosmic entities which also impact us, which are not visible to us, right? But you need to understand them, and once I reveal all the connections, you will start to understand that there are cosmic things which control the life on earth for people like us. Other factors like where you live, who is ruling you, all these all have an impact on us. At the same time, at a cosmic level, right, there are other factors which also impact us, that also you need to take account for. And that is why I am telling this entire story of Rahu. What is his plan, what is he doing, and if you understand his plan and what he is doing, you will be able to not suffer. You will have a remedy which I am going to give you at the end, and you will be able to live your life nicely. At the same time, you will be able to go one step closer to God. Okay, so let's continue. So Rahu decides on, I'll change my face, I'll change my appearance, I'll change my clothes. So he secretly goes and first stands near all of the Devtas. Slowly he starts observing what they are wearing, and then he goes back, transforms, shifts, he transforms his face, he changes his face, he changes his clothes, he changes everything. He was, whatever jewelry he's wearing, he changes that. His teeth he changes, his hair he changes, he puts a crown. All of this is made using Maya Shakti. Okay, and obviously the entities who are above, right, they have more powers than us, so they can shape shift. Even Devtas can shape shift, but this person shape shifted. Okay, and he became like a devta. He is actually Asura, but he changed himself to a Devta. This is something that you have to remember, right? Because a lot of that is happening now also. But yeah, so he shift in the Devta. Then what he does is he sees that all the Amrit is coming. Then what he does is he, in the queue of all the Devtas, he goes from the back and suddenly stands behind one of the Devtas and comes in front, and he does like this. Devtas are very very welcoming, humble, and very very pious people. So if someone comes in the middle, they just welcome him, that yes brother, please stand, right? So without any sort of, any doubt or any sort of mischief in the mind of the other devtas, the devtas accept him, that he is also some devta, I think from some place. Let him stand here, that's fine. God will give amrit to all of us anyway. This is what the devtas are thinking. Okay, slowly along with the devtas, there are two senior souls, okay, who became the owners, who became sun and who became the moon, right? All the souls, on the basis of your tapasya and yogyata and karmic things, activities, they get the position of becoming sun, they get the position of becoming moon. So all of these souls are walking along with the, like, the president, which is Vishnu, is giving all the amrit, and along with that the general manager, senior manager, which is sun and moon, they are also walking. Now Vishnu is pouring everyone. Now the turn comes for Vishnu, who is very engaged in pouring Amrita to everyone. The Vishnu, in the process of pouring, right? In the process of pouring, he pours it in the hand of the Asura also. Now what happens is, immediately, Surya Devta understands, okay, this is not actually a Devta. He's actually an Asura, because obviously Surya and Chandrama, both of them shout that no, this is actually Asura, right? Because they are very advanced souls and they were able to see beyond the deception. You can change the way you look, but you cannot change your chakras. Okay, we also have chakras. Even the higher souls, even they have Agna chakra, heart chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, and such Sahasrar chakra. They also have these chakras, right? Along with that, there is aura, there is other fact, there is karma, right? Karma, chakra, aura, energy, these are things which are visible to advanced souls, right? There are humans also who are capable of seeing someone's karma, right? So imagine how much of capability is within sun and moon. They also immediately caught this one, that hey, wait, this is actually Rakshasa. By the time Vishnu was able to hear this, and by the time Vishnu took the chakra and immediately cut the, Asura. Asura knew this would have happened. Asura knew this would happen, so he had planned that immediately, the moment he gets the, Amrit, he immediately drank it. So what happened is, since he drank it and the Amrit went inside his body became immortal. That means his body cannot be killed. If you cut his body also, it will still be alive, right? That is the, thing with immortality. So immediately, even after Vishnu cuts his head off, right? His head is alive, his body is alive. Okay. So after that, what happens is, Vishnu could not do anything, because as he also has to obey certain cosmic or universal laws. That person drank the Amrit, and he became immortal, and so he's immortal now, right? So what happened is, he got a lot of punishments, lot of people started attacking, and then finally, after some time, when that person, that body, okay, that body was roaming everywhere with the head separate and the body separate. Now what that body decided is, I think I have done something wrong, right? Even the asuras are also very good there. They have some kind of uh, moral compass. Okay, so the asura also decided that yes, I think I have done something wrong, and also I am so unhappy Imagine that your head is separate and your body is separate. Imagine the kind of suffering that the person will have. So I need to do something to remove my suffering. So that the body which in which the head was separate and the body was carrying the head like this. Okay, the body was carrying the head like this and moving everywhere. So finally it sat in a place and decided that I am going to ask for forgiveness. I am going to ask the gods to help me, and I'm going to ask for a apology. And for the method to ask apology to the from the senior people, which is the Bhagwan, is you have to do kathor tapasya. You have to stand in a particular way, you have to chant a lot of mantras. You have to remove the karma, you have to burn the karma using the mantras. So uh, Rahu sits and starts doing the this one mantras, and after thousands and thousands of years, finally the Bhagwan Shiv became very very happy with what tapasya Rahu had done, and Shiva Bhagwan comes to give blessings and to help Rahu. So finally, when Shiva appears in front of Rahu and he starts speaking, so Rahu, I am very happy with what you have done as a tapasya. I am here to help you and ask me what do you want. So Rahu says that, sir, Shiva, I have done something wrong. I want to ask you for forgiveness. I want you to give me some intelligence to, I'm in a lot of pain. How do I handle this pain? And please help me. So Shiva, what he does is, he says that, see, right now your body is cut into two halves by Vishnu. I cannot make it one. Right? And the problem is both of the parts are individually immortal now. That means your head is also immortal, your body only this much there is no head, but your body is immortal. Let me do one thing. Let me give you a body and let me give the body a head. But they both will be different and they both will become different individuals. So Rahu agrees. Okay, that okay, that body agrees. I'm and So Shiva says that, okay, there is one snake. For that snakes, for that snake I'm going to cut it into two parts. I'm going to cut the head of the snake and give the head to the body. The rest of the body of the snake I am going to give it to you. Okay. So what happens is, there is one body which does not, in which the head is separate and the body is separate. The head part will get the body of a snake. The body part will get the head of a snake. So that's what happens, and Shiva blesses him that may you have intelligence to live peacefully, successfully, and then vanishes. So at this time, okay, Rahu does more tapasya because he starts to understand things and this thing. Shiva again comes and blesses him with one more thing, that I am again very happy with what you have done. As a reward, and based on your intelligence of what you have done or and how you have done things, and based on your karmas, right, you are going to get the position of a graha among a lot of devtas. Every devta has some duty. Some people looks after this, some people looks after that. A graha is one position which looks after the lower planets, lower realms. That means a graha is like a manager for the earth. Earth is a realm in which graha has some kind of powers, right? Extraordinary powers, right? If Rahu wants, you can become rich. If Rahu wants, you will become, if you can become rich very quickly, right? Right? If Rahu wants, you might not have anything, you might not have intelligence, but still you'll start getting money. You will become very famous, you will start getting money. He can give, he can make sure that people get attracted to you, right? So a lot of these kind of extraordinary higher powers are given to the managers, are given to grahas, and one of the grahas, right, became Rahu. One of the other grahas, which was the body of the same person, the same asura, that became Ketu. So Rahu became one graha, Ketu also became one graha, because they had done the penance, the tapasya together only. right? So now what happens is, shares this long story you told me, what is the use of this, man? So see, right now you have to understand that there are some similarities, okay, and that similarities between that person and what is happening now, I'm going to tell you. First of all, you might have, you know um, uh, you might have heard this, that, so sorry, this was a small, I had taken a small break. Yeah, coming back, there might be a small discontinuation. So coming back to the story, that what is the connectivity from that story, from that person to that graha, that graha, uh, splitting into two bodies, the head and the snake body becoming Rahu, the human body and the snake head becoming Ketu. And what is the continuation of that series of events to our present day in life, right? Shreyas, tell me that now. So you've told the origin story, now tell me how does that relate. So you should understand one thing, that in that story Rahu went there and changed his appearance from what he was originally to what, people started seeing him differently. He was not what he is originally as a person, right? Right now what is happening in social media, now one more thing is, you have to know that Rahu is electricity, Rahu is digitization, right? These are things connected to Rahu's energy creates electricity, Rahu's energy creates digital innovations and digitization of everything. Okay, now in the digital world, right? When a person looks like this and when you meet them in person, you say that, oh my god, you look more taller, your eyes are more shorter, your nose is like this, your hair is more volume, your hair, your face is so fat, and now in the videos it is so shrinked. uh, there are thousands of things. Now you should understand that in that event that happened, right, there is a connect and the what that person did, okay, that person was able to shift what he was able to look like, okay, and now he is controlling, he is the manager. And one more thing, you have to know one more thing, that, hey, was he the manager from a very long time? Why are things changing now? Why didn't they change before? There is a story for that also. Now every graha, okay, every planet has some time wherein they can become the manager of the earth realm. What is happening right now is the previous manager is serving notice period, okay, he is transitioning out into some other position, and right now the graha which becomes the main owner of the earth realm is Rahu. Hey, but Shreyas, what about other realms, nakshatras, and their influence on Earth? The other grahas will continue to have their influence on Earth. The graha which will have the highest influence on Earth is Rahu, and it is Rahu's turn. And therefore, what are the ways of Rahu? What is the personality? What are the energies of Rahu? That is what that you are going to experience in today's life. And he was able to shift his self. That is his personality, that is his energy, that is his characteristics. Right now he has made that possible for people like us. Right now if you see a video and if you see some person who's looking different in real life and in real life, okay, in digital life, that person looks very different, right? You need to understand that there is a connection with that particular person. One more thing is, there was a little deception that had happened. Right now what is happening, a lot of deception is happening. Hey Shreyas, before also, deception used to happen. No, not so regularly, not as much as it is happening right now. Right before, people used to go to a shop, Okay, they used to tell that, I want this masala, ground this masala, and then give me the masala. Okay, then used to take that masala, take wheat, ground this into flour, and then give it to me. The machine used to do only this much. They used to take the wheat, ground it up, and then used to the flour used to be given. Right now what is happening is people are buying packets. It is saying mirch masala, but inside that is 50% mirch masala, 50% flour, 50% chemicals, 50% adulteration. The bottle of oil is 50% seed oil, 50% mineral oil, 50% palm oil, right? There are situations. There is one very nice YouTuber. He found that a particular hazelnut peanut spread, there is some peanut jam. Okay, in simple words, there is some peanut jam. In that jam, the photo is written hazelnut plus peanut spread. That particular peanut spread does not have hazelnut itself. On the photo, on the label, on the picture, hazelnut photo is there, but inside the ingredient list, the hazelnut is not there only as a ingredient which was used to make that particular food product. The amount of vegetables and fruits shown on the picture, 0.01% of the vegetables shown on the picture is actually inside the food. Now you have to understand that if you are a person who thinks that there is no connection, and if you know, then you are happy to have your views. If you are a person who wants to see and evaluate something and then accept, you have to, I'm giving you a story, evaluate this, understand it, and then accept it, because that's how I accepted it, that there is a connection. You live in India, you are controlled by the state government, you are also controlled by the national government, you are also controlled by the nature, you are also controlled by international geopolitics, you are also controlled by what is happening in the planetary system, you are also controlled by the higher cosmic entities which you cannot see. If you say to yourself, or if you believe that what I see, that is the truth, and if I want to limit myself, I want to limit my beliefs, anything which is beyond my perception and experience, that is the only thing that I will believe, then I think that is a very limited belief, and then you will not be able to accept what I'm saying. If you are open to understanding and you open to accepting that, Shreyas, now I'm understanding that there are so many layers of things which are visible to me which affect me. There are things which are visible, which are not visible to me, beyond my perception and understanding, which also affect my daily life. And that one invisible thing is what I'm talking about now, and which is the planet, the Rahu. And that planet is commanding so many things, and because of that planet's connection, that planet's personality, that planet's intentions, lot of things are happening. I have not even told 1% of what I have to reveal right now. And there are a lot of things, lot of deep research that is going to be revealed. Please stay tuned. So now, this is one thing you understood, one thing, that okay, so that person, that Rahu, he deceived everyone by deceptive labeling himself of being becoming a deva. And right now also a lot of deceptive, things are there, how the person is originally and what he is showing himself to be, fake personalities. The person looks something and then he behaves something else in front of others, fake personalities. This was not something that existed long back. And one more thing, I just want to clear this concept. The previous graha, his influence is also present now. He has not completely gone. That's why you will see that some things are still in the old way, and some things are very new, and it is coming and disrupting the present way of life. Phones were never there. Phone is a complete Rahu. Okay, phones were never there. Before phones, life was very different. After phone came, life became very different, right? So the transition is happening right now, and after some time the complete transition will take place into Rahu, right? Other planets will have very very minimal influence. Up to 40, 50, 60% of the influence will be of Rahu only on the planet. Okay, now what you need to understand are the things that are, you know there is one more thing, that the one more connection that I need to tell you. People say that your eyes will get damaged when you see the phone. Now I want you to understand there is a small deeper connection in this. Eyes is, you say that became, the eyes became red out of anger. Okay, internally it is very much written, and you can also check it in chat gpt. Eyes has the power to see things based on the body's agni energy, and eyes is controlled by the planet sun. Rahu, which is completely in the phone is complete Rahu. Phone, and I told you the story, you remember, that I'm going to try and relate a lot of things to present life. Rahu and the two grahas, which told that, this person is not actually devta, he's rakshas. Those were sun and moon. Okay, if you see a lot of, now see the beautiful connection. Okay, Rahu is a complete, the phone is complete Rahu. When you see lot of Rahu, your eyes will get damaged. That means your sun will get damaged. Rahu is taking revenge on sun. Hey, moon was also there, no? Your mind is controlled by moon. If you see a lot of reels, continuous digital things, your mind will start getting weaker, and it will start paining. Just see any movie for 8 hours, different movies for 8 hours, see how your mind and eyes gets exhausted. Now this is again connected to that cosmic event. Right now I told you two things which connect to higher cosmic events and has a, reflection, right, on your life. First thing, that Rahu is deceived everyone, and right now a lot of deception recently has started happening, right? Labels, things were very transparent before. I'm giving you gold, that is gold only. Right now if someone gives you gold, it could be like 80% gold, 10% something else, 10% something else. The amount of deception that is happening in a daily life of a person has increased 1,000 times. Okay, now every day people are, deceiving. Right now if you see any video, okay, a person will put up so much makeup, they will start looking like a supermodel. As soon as they remove that particular makeup, they will start looking like a very normal person. Okay, now these are things that you have to understand, that who has come into power, and that power's energy will have some reflection on us. The leadership, okay, what kind of leadership is in a company, that vibration comes to the lowest person in the, office. If the manager is, if the leader is very toxic, I will not leave anyone, I should, you have to do this, you have to do this. The general manager, senior manager, manager, team leader, and ultimately to you, you will have to follow what the leader says. Whatever the leader's ideology is, that will reflect on you. In the same way, that at a cosmic level, a new leader has come, and that person and that leader's personality and reasoning and, desire and thought process, and the way he wants to give moksha to everyone, right? Every graha has the responsibility of uplifting the souls to God in their own desired way. If Rahu is angry on you, he will make sure that you keep analyzing something. Analysis, paralysis, action. You will keep thinking round and round, round and round, round and round, round, and you will get so much of confusion from seeing things that you will not be able to take any action. If Rahu is not happy with you, that is going to happen. If Rahu is happy with you, you will become a genius, You will make awesome inventions, discovery. Even if you are not capable of genius, Rahu will make sure that you somehow become famous using digital medium and get money very very easily. Rahu gives easy money. Shani gives money based on hard work. Rahu gives easy money, right? If Rahu is happy with you, he will give you easy money. Okay. Rahu is a devta, right? And you have to understand that he earned the position of a particular, you know, in charge of, he earned the position of becoming a graha. So he's definitely has the intelligence. He definitely has the kind of plan to uplift the people. So you might be thinking, Shreyas, everything the digital age has brought, everything the phone has brought, it is just not so good. So what is the plan, Shreyas, that Rahu, how will people get uplifted? That is the most important part of this video. If you have seen this video till now, I'm really happy. I'm really thankful. I know it's tough to grasp a lot of concepts and see a video which does not have much of a stimuli, right? But thank you for seeing the video till now. Now comes the most and the most important part. What is the secret? What is the secret Rahu's plan of uplifting people? Okay. Now, the secret of Rahu's plan is to remove the rust, to remove the feelings, to remove the emotions from daily life. Shreyas, what is this, man? From where did you get this? Okay, this is your theory. Do you have anything to prove this? Okay, yes, I have something to prove this. Now, I'm going to give you a simple example and a series of examples to prove my point. So, first thing is, before, when you used to drive, let us take two simple example. Let us take a Rahu car. That means electric vehicle. Electricity is equal to Rahu, EV. Okay, electricity is the energy of Rahu, is has been brought by Rahu to this planet, which is electricity. Okay, anything digital is also Rahu. No, EV on one side, which is Rahu's car. Okay, Shreyas, you were telling, no, the transition was happening. So before EV there was this normal car was there, no? Can we, so before Rahu's complete force was available on this planet, the the mode of transport was animals, and it was, let us say, car, mechanical car, petrol based car. Okay, so let us compare petrol based car and electric vehicle, and let us understand the hidden, certain, subtle intention of Rahu and Rahu's planning, right, of uplifting us. It will come from this particular example. Just you know uh, stay tuned, right? So when you drive a mechanical car, first thing is you're seeing everything. Oh wow, I can see this. This a risky turn is coming, the road is smooth, I can see the scenery, right? Everything is there, mechanical car. Apart from that, you can feel the movement. The vehicle is moving. Okay, I'm not talking about the very advanced cars which are coming now. I'm talking about proper mechanical cars, not fully mechanical, not very vintage 1980 or something. Let us say 2000s, 2000 to 2010. Okay, the mechanical cars used to go up and down. There was a feeling, you could feel the car, right? And when you're driving, you can feel the bumps, if the potholes, if it goes down, you can feel the road is there, right? If a lot of gravels are there, a lot of stones are there, lot of puddles are there, or anything, the car will go down like this and it will go up and like this. You can feel the car. Okay, you can see the car. The other thing is, when you accelerate, you can hear the car. When you accelerate a lot, you can smell the car, because of the smoke of the petrol. Okay, why am I focusing on all this when I'm driving the car? What is all this? These are your senses. And one point I'm going to make is, Rahu is removing the senses activation from your daily life, so you feel feeling less, and outside world starts to look dumb, and you start going inwards, and inwards is upwards to God. When you go inwards, when the outside is not as exciting as it used to be, how long will you, engage with something which is not exciting? Not too much. If something is not exciting outside, you will find something exciting inside, and there is definitely a lot of things which is exciting inside, which is the inner world, the higher lokas, the gods, the there is devtas also. There is something below that also, upadevtas or something like that. So the higher devtas, not higher devtas, there is devtas, and there is between humans and devtas also there is one category. Okay. And definitely there is category below humans also. There is pishach, there is bhoot, there is brahma rakshas, right? Above devtas also there is yogini, yakshini, and Gandharvas are between devta and humans. They are not as powerful as devtas, but they are 100 times more powerful than a single human. One Gandharva can easily just immediately kill at least 100 or 200 people, right? So there are a lot of categories, right? So if we go inside, there is another world which is waiting to be discovered. That is what is the plan of Rahu. That and when you go inside, and when you discover inside, ultimately 90, 70 to 80% of the people will start discovering God. He wants you to go inside now. But Shreyas, you still did not, you said EV versus mechanical. You said mechanical car, petrol, smoke, and all. What about EV, man? EV car is also very comfortable, no? Comfort at the cost of sensory deprivation. Okay, I'll tell you how. When you drive an EV car right now, what is the first thing that you do? You see, right? Hey, Shreyas, even now when I sit in the car, I see only, man. Right now, it is not required that you see. There are cars which are driverless. That means if you sit on the side, okay, and if you don't use your eyes, the car will still make you reach your destination. But Shreyas, I drive. You drive. Tomorrow you will not be allowed to drive. Tomorrow the cars will drive by itself. Right now, again a reminder, it is the beginning time of Rahu. Rahu has not sat on the position. Right now there are two people. There is the previous person is still serving the notice, the previous graha, the previous in charge of the earth realm, right? He is still serving notice period. That means there is still certain things which are not completely Rahu. There are moderate amount of Rahu's energies has come in. Rahu has started to change the things one by one. There are a lot of things he's changing, but right now some of the things are based on previous manager, some of the things are based on agreement is partial, not full. Okay. And right now, okay, now coming to sensory things, EV car. Right now, first thing, one I'm talking one senses. See how each of the senses are going to get removed. And what is, if all the senses get removed from your, the sensory activation, sensory engagement of life, if it gets removed from life, there is, you start feeling lost. You don't feel things. But let's complete the example first. Okay. You don't need to see. Right now the car can drive itself. You don't need to see. The car can now right now park itself. Okay. Now you used to accelerate, vroom vroom vroom, lot of noise, lot of vibration, lot of feeling. The movement, there was movement in the car, there was vibration in the car. Vibration, you could hear the car's acceleration, you could hear the hearing sense. Right now if you accelerate, zzz, you get a very minimal sound. There are some EVs which don't have sound only. If you accelerate, it will just accelerate fast. There is no exciting activation of, sound is not there. There is no sound. It will just accelerate fast. Oh, okay. Stress continue. Eyes gone, ears gone, nose. When you used to accelerate, the black smoke used to come. You could see the black smoke. There was engagement. Okay, smoke, power, feeling, vibe. Right now, and then one more thing, you could smell the smoke. You could smell the petrol, the burning of the, when you used to accelerate, vroom, 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 the smoke used to come, and you could smell the carbon, you could smell the smoke. Okay. You guys might be thinking, Shreyas wants to promote global warming. Shreyas wants to promote fossil fuel based cars. No, no, no. Point is very simple. I am explaining what is the impact of Rahu. I'm not trying to say fossil fuel based cars are better or electric vehicles are better. That is not at all the discussion. Trying to just focus on the point I'm trying to make and focus on the examples I'm trying to make. Okay. So the smoke used to come, right? Everyone used to get so excited. Oh, and you could smell it. Ears, eyes, nose, all of them are getting engaged and activated in a mechanical car. Ears ears eyes and nose, there is no activation in a EV car. There used to be movement, then there is skin, touch, feel. When you used to drive a mechanical vehicle, you used to feel it is going up and down, and then you have to see all the turns and do like this, and then you have to be very careful. You're so excited, you're so engaged. Right now, there is, when you're driving an EV car, okay, the suspension system has become so good that you will not feel any of the potholes, you will not feel any of the movement. Any stones will come, the car will auto adjust by itself. And what is the thing that is auto adjusting by itself? The digital instrument cluster inside your particular vehicle is calculating the pothole before itself and adjusting the suspension based on the electronics and digital cluster. Okay. And ultimately you're not feeling anything. The vehicle is going down, up, potholes, this and all. There is no feeling like that in the electric vehicle. Auto electrical adjustment, electronic stabilization, early warning systems, guided headlight systems, and reverse camera, front camera. There are thousands of different kind of advanced sensors, right? Automatic driving capabilities, right? And so basically, when you're driving an electric car, okay, the amount of sensory, you are not hearing anything, you're not smelling anything. Okay. When you're seeing, that also is going to be with time removed. So basically, Rahu is trying to take away the sensory pleasures of daily life from your life. That is the secret that you need to understand. You now start, use this example and start evaluating everything in your life. You used to meet your friends in your office. Right now it is work from home because of digitization. You cannot meet any of your friends. Hey, but I'm talking to my friends regularly on the Teams call. Can you physically touch your friend? Can you physically shake hands with your friend? Can you with your eyes see your friend? You're only able to hear your friend. You cannot smell, you cannot touch them. Okay, only you can hear them. The essence of life, which made life beautiful, was sensory engagement filled activities. Now, because of digitization, the sensory activation and engagement is blocked. Rahu has blocked all types of sensory activations. You cannot see your friend, you can only hear your friend. Before, you could see your friend, hit your friend, smell your friend, or I'm saying smell your friend in a very positive way. I don't know, if don't please take it in any other way. If your friend did not take bath, obviously you could smell them. That is, I want you to take that example. Okay, please don't take it in any other way. Yes. So you could actually shake their hands, but right now that has been snatched from your life. Going forward, there will be more. Now you might be thinking, okay man, this is all okay, what more is happening, man, so that I should be so scared that I should start planning inwards? I'll scare you more. Right. Now basically, all these kind of friendships, now you are not feeling anything. The other thing which made life very happy, the other thing which made life worth living was feelings, the feeling of friendship, the feeling of love. Right now, all the friends that you have are on digital media, right? You have 1500 connections. How many of those connections have you met? You have 1000, 2000 friends. How many of those 2000 friends have you met? How many of those 2000 friends have you spoken to? How many of those 2000 friends do you really know are your friends? See the illusion. Your friends are your friends. Do you even know them? But they're your friends. The deception that has been created in today's life. You have to understand that there is a cosmic play that is happening, that there are higher things which are dictating things. That to understand your life, you need to see up, and when you see up, you can see and understand what is down, right? If you don't, you will not be able to understand. The foundation is not is on the upper side. It's not here. You cannot look on earth and say, I'm going to find the foundation of everything by just looking at earth. You cannot. The cosmic elements, Rahu, Ketu, and other things are required to clearly and simply understand life. And I already explained you, Rahu and sun's fight. Rahu is deception. So many things are deceptive labeling. People are deceptive, and Rahu, the main funda of Rahu, that the purpose has been given by God, that you have to uplift the souls, and Rahu is uplifting the souls by removing the pleasure of life, of the pleasure of life from, see, the Maya, right? The Maya is pleasureful, right? If the pleasure is removed from Maya, that means this, that my today, the body I'm living today, right? All of my face, all of these physical things, right, in front of me, right? All of this is Maya. If all of the juice, the excitement is removed from this, ultimately, if I go outside, I'm in pain. I will think at least once, if I don't have any choice, that let me look inside, right? If I look inside, I will find God. That was the way how Rahu is going to uplift all the souls. Shreyas, now I'm able to understand. Okay, now I understood. When I go outside for a trip, I'm listening to my phone, I'm doing this and that thing, I don't feel anything. When I come back, I don't feel I went on a trip. When I talk to people, I don't feel like I really, spend time with. I don't feel anything. The friendships which used to be in my father's age, the strong friendships, right now the friendships are not that strong. No one cares about those friendships. The love which my parents had during their time, and the love which is present nowadays, it's so deceptive, fake, superficial, and it does not feel like, living. No, you don't have a choice whether to live or not. You have to live. But if you understand the game of life, if you understand that these are the things that are happening, that the right path is better to follow what is to be done. What is to be done? Live your life and go inwards. And at the same time, one secret. Since you have seen my video, and you know that I was able to analyze this thing, I'll give you a small secret, right? So basically, uh, I was evaluating all this, and I understood that okay, I'm in under so much of sensory deprivation, right? So from a lot of time, I thought, okay, let me activate my senses. Let me see that the emptiness that I'm feeling, right? If I activate all of my senses, right, without meeting anyone or anything, if I activate all of my senses, does that emptiness go away or not? So by the way, I'm like an amazing bathroom singer, right? And once I started, I increased the volume, and I started singing loudly. I don't do this regularly, but I started singing loudly, right? I started, sort of like enjoying myself, dancing around. I was taking a very hot bath, right? And then when I engaged all of my senses, I was hearing myself, I was talking to myself, the hot water was bathing, the hot water was falling on me. I was listening to the song, right? And I was also, very actively seeing seeing myself, enjoying myself. I was present in the moment. I was not involved in something digital. I was using something, digital, to create an atmosphere where I was involving my skin, my mouth, my nose, my eyes, my ears. After 1 hour of very nice and comforting bath, I can I felt so energized. I felt so fulfilled. I felt so happy that I understood that yes, that this is the concept, the theory which I am thinking, that the sensory deprivation is happening, right? That subtly, very secretly, no one knows this. This is not something that is very obvious, people. This is very, very secretive and subtle and very deep, right? When I start, then I experimented and checked whether my theory is true or not by artificially sensory triggering. AST, artificial artific I my in when you're bathing, you just go, just bath, wash your body, cleanse your body, and thus come out. Why did I say artificial sensory triggering? I artificially created a situation where I planned and triggered my senses. I planned that, okay, my senses are deprived. I will artificially trigger it so that the emptiness which I am feeling, right, because of sensory deprivation, because of other things in my life, like I am not able to meet people at work, other things, there are the people are so digitally engaged, I do not have a point for sensory engagement. So let me myself create an artificially sensory triggering situation for myself to remove this emptiness which I am feeling. When I did that, and after doing it for 1 hour, I felt so energized. I was completely sure that yes, the theory and the output, the experiment completely matches, and the the insight is that yes, this is what it is happening. We are so sensory deprived that people are falling under depression because their eyes, nose, mouth are not, it has been created to be utilized. If these, see, if what are you doing with so much of saved energy? You are engaging it in digital. If you engage in digital, you will feel more, you more depressed, because digital medium is not meant to fulfill you. Rahu has not come to fulfill your feelings. Rahu has come to take your feelings. If you think that I will listen to songs, I will listen, I will, see a good picture and I will feel fulfilled, you will never feel fulfilled. This is also one of the learning points. This is also one of the discoveries of the research. You will never ever feel satisfied with a digital engagement. The only time you will feel fully satisfied is when there is some small digital activation is there and you are completely, dancing or something like that. You are by yourself enjoying your, dancing, your singing, and you're loudly, shouting or something, or loudly singing the song. That is when you will really enjoy, right? This is one important point, right? I wanted to tell something, it came between, and then I just went away again. Okay, so that is the secret, guys, that if you want to see. And one more thing that I wanted to really share, which is very close to me. I don't share much of my feelings. I share mostly technique, mostly sort of um, more of thought provoking things, right? I don't share much of the feelings, but this, there was a situation that there was a moment that uh, that I felt something related to this particular topic, and I felt actually very sad about it. Okay, but I want to share it with you, and that was that. That is that. One second, I want to frame it better. I know what it means to me, but I want to frame it better. Huh. The Yeah, I got it. The love. Huh. This is the last time. Okay, I'll just explain the concept. I don't want to take so much of your time. So basically, I felt like this and I felt very sad. Okay, this is the last time to experience the sweet love. Okay, I know it doesn't make so much of sense, but I'll explain it to you. Um we all are human beings who are constantly looking for love. Even a saint, he looks for love in God, and therefore he lives his life. I have often said that animals can live with food, shelter, and clothing. If you're a human being, you need love first to live, right? To survive. And so, therefore, I made this statement that this is the last time to experience the sweetness of love. This is the last time to experience the sweetness of love. The next time you are born, right? I am talking, this is the last time to experience the sweetness of love. This is the statement. Now, you might be thinking, Shreyas, why did you feel so bad? The next time that you come, that you take birth, love will feel like, is this love? Love will no longer feel like love. Love already feels like that at the moment that you question love sometimes. Is this love? Imagine if you question love, how are you feeling love is? Okay, I mean, let me not complicate it so much. See, the next time that you are born, love will not feel like so good. Love will be adulterated, love will be corrupted, love may not even be with human beings. Love might be with digital beings. And you know, right, the secret that digital beings are not have not come here to give you fulfillment. They have come here to give you the illusion of fulfillment, and it will make you sink deeper. It will trouble you more. It will leave you more empty than before. It will just give you an illusion because it comes from the energy of Rahu. If you don't connect all the dots, you will not understand the concept. You have to connect it from the first point, the point of deception of one human being in front of God. And that concepts allows you to understand everything that is happening today. That these digital things, these electronic things, these have not come or have not have been created to give you satisfaction, to give you, they are an illusion of satisfaction. Okay, so uh, lot of things are getting automated. First, someone out of a lot of feelings used to create, used to make some good food for you. Once a robot does it, no, there will be no feeling attached to food. Once you used to work with people in an office, used to go fight with people, you used to have so many emotions, you used to enjoy with people. Now you cannot go to office, in most places, because they are, some are fully remote, some are hybrid. People don't know that they are missing out on sensory engagement. When you miss out on sensory engagement, you start feeling lonely, you start feeling empty. The emptiness comes out of, why, what is that feeling of emptiness? These senses are telling you, your ears are telling you, are nothing happened here. Your nose is telling you, I didn't smell anything. Your mouth is telling you, I didn't speak anything out of love, right? Your skin, the biggest sensory organ, your skin, is telling you, I didn't feel anything, I didn't touch anything, right? So when all of these senses don't have anything to do, they don't get triggered or excited, then the emptiness comes. You try to fulfill that emptiness by engaging yourself in digital things, by occupy, you try to forget that, you try to remove that emptiness, you try to solve that emptiness, but that emptiness will not go. Shreyas, you have been talking about problems for 1 hour, man. What should I do? Should I go kill myself or something? No. The situation is very clear. See, Rahu intends to uplift. Okay, he cannot do anything. He is also under some rules and regulation. Everyone is under some rules and regulation. Even Bhagwan has some kind of rules and regulation. Then they have to follow. This is just his way. This is just his nature, and that's why he has to uplift the souls. If Brahaspati, right, the planet of uh, the the guru of all the planets, that means the pandit, he is a pandit. Brahaspati is a pandit, and he is also one of the grahas. If he had to do it, he will give you problems in life, and those in between those problems, he will introduce gods, or he will introduce godly men and try to bring you closer. That is his way. Right now, Rahu has been given the opportunity, because all the people who could have been uplifted by the intervention of God and godly people have already been uplifted. The all those monkey, donkey and failure students, that means you and me, who did not uplift themselves by intervention of other planets, by the planning of other planets, now have to deal with a very strict teacher, which is Rahu Dev. Okay, and Rahu Dev has his own way to uplift everyone. And we see, you have to understand that he also has some kind of guidelines. Please do not understand that Rahu is very bad or good. He is following the cosmic guidelines, and everyone has to be under cosmic guidelines, by the way, and by the Devi, right? And under that cosmic guidelines, he is trying his way to uplift people. And in that, and you have to understand that this is his responsibility. If you help him, if you understand this and help him, that okay, fine, I will engage. And I'll tell you one thing, the reason why I told that this is the last time to experience the sweetness of love. The next time you come, the world will be a very dark place. And I totally say this statement purely because I am scared and I want to scare you also, right? No, nothing. I don't want to stop myself towards doing that, because this is a very pure and transparent way of communicating, something which I like. That the next time you come, there will be no the love between people, the love between parents, the love between two people, the 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 bond of friendship, right? All these people are, all these friendships, the love is, it's already fading and getting adulterated. People are fake. People are telling I am friend and then becoming someone else's friend. People are telling, I'm with you, and becoming someone else. So if you come, if you're reborn again, the world will be so dark, the world will be so painful, the world will be so filled with negative emotions, negative experiences. The best thing that can be suggested as an outcome of seeing this video for 1 hour and 9 minutes and 29 seconds is that brother, I need to, you need to start thinking that we better pass out of this cycle of birth and death, and we make our plans not to come back. With respect to how we go closer to our god, everyone has their own path. In Hinduism there is mantras and tantras, and there is nam jap and taking the name. And one more thing, they say that, nam jap will save you. What is, why nam jap will save you? If you're holding your mind with the power of the God's name, your mind will not trouble you. The mind is right now under the control of Rahu, who is right now become more powerful than the moon. Moon controls the mind. Rahu controls the Rahu controls the moon, which controls the mind. So Rahu has, gained the upper hand. So right now a lot of people are confused, a lot of people are overthinking. It's all because of the energies. You have to, if you engage in maya, if you engage outward, you will suffer. That is the simple funda of Rahu. If you are focused, if you go out, you will suffer. You have only one path. If you go inside, you will be happy. Rahu will leave you alone only if you are in, only if you go inside. Inside means, see, there is, as per Hinduism, I want to say that, I'm sorry, I don't know much about other religions right now. Okay, at this moment I can say only what I know, and I know only about my own religion. Okay, so right now this body is annamay, food, physical. Then there is pranamay. The pran means air. Okay, annamay, pranamay, manomay, mind. There is these are subtle layers of the body. Okay, annamay, pranamay, manomay, vignanamay, wisdom, and then anandamay. There is a body which, there is a layer of body which has been created, which is a gift of God. Anandamay, anand means happiness, anand means bliss. There is literally a body which is layer of body which has been created, which gives out happiness. And it's not like, oh my god, I have to, go so deep inside my body. No, if you meditate even a little bit, if you meditate, you, there is a little connection that happens with the subtle body. Little knowledge, little connection. Little meditation, little connection, and little happiness. It's not like I have to pass all the layers and then go. No, God is very, gracious, that if you do a little effort, you will get little result. And when you do little meditation, especially pranayam, breathing exercises, right, you can go inside, inwards in your body. And when you go inside, and the happiness comes from inside without any reasons. You need a reason to be happy, because outside. If you go inside without reason, the happiness create because of the anandamay layer that has been gifted to us by gods. It has been created as a gift, that if you reach inside, if you reach inwards on the path to reaching the God, then God has given us a gift that when you come closer to me, you will feel happiness. That is the gift of God. So in anyone who meditates, right, with the name of their own gods, sits calmly and breathes, and does the chanting of the god's name, right, when you hold the god's name, other thoughts will not enter your mind. When other thoughts don't enter your mind, you will go inwards, slowly start. Every time you are moving, you have to know this, you're moving outside or you're moving inside. If you hold your mind and if you start going inside, right, with the help of the Lord's God's mind, Bhagwan's name, Ram, uh, Jesus, your Allah, or the Vaheguru, right? The god of the six, right? And the all the other gods, right? So if you start chanting your own god's name, the god's name will help you to catch hold. Your mind will catch the god's name. The god's name will give you power and stability, and then you will go inside. When you go inside, you will get happiness. And one more secret, since you have seen this video till now, and I, as I've already told you, okay, let's now summarize everything. Okay, so the first thing is that there is an origin story of Rahu. Okay, then what happens is there was another manager, or is there another graha who was controlling all the life on earth, right? And that planet is under notice period, and that is going to change, and that the person who's the incoming manager is Rahu. Okay, the incoming manager has already started, you know, its plan to uplift all the souls. The plan of Rahu, which is the biggest secret that was revealed in this video, is anytime all the sensory activation and enjoyment of Maya, I am going to suck it. Whatever you do, you will not feel satisfied. Whether it is physical, whether it is digital, the complete satisfaction for the body, that will keep on decreasing. Okay, and if you engage, and Rahu is equal to electricity, Rahu is equal to digital. If you look for, satisfaction, comfort, or from digital things, you will never get it. It is always an illusion. Once you think, you will think that, okay, I spoke this, I did this, I did this, now I'll be, for 2 minutes you will be satisfied, again you will start feeling bad. Okay, the main intention for Rahu was that, okay, what is Rahu's plan? That is the main secret. Rahu's plan is the outside world. Rahu will make it so unexciting, so boring. The outside world will become so boring, okay, so non-engaging, so useless, so unreachable, so unpractical, that you will start thinking that I need to go inside. And inside there is a huge world of other higher realms, and the realm of God to be waiting to be explored. Okay, that is one of the things. Once you go inside and you start exploring the higher dimensions, and see, there are, don't think that if after this there is God. No, between you and God there is demigods, there is I don't know, there are no words, literally, Bhagwan, Devta, Yakshas, Gandharvas, Yoginis, Bhairavis. There are so many things. Bhairavi is a god, sorry. So yeah, so there are so many levels. I mean, the other, Bhairavi is a god, but other, like, see, Devta, sorry, Bhagwan, Devta, Yakshas, Yoginis, Gandharvas, and there are so many levels, right? There are so many levels of other creatures. There are also levels down also. Brahma, Pichas, Pishach. Okay, Brahma Rakshas. Uh, there are so many other levels down also, right? So, and you might be thinking, what is the technical thing? See, we are made out of Panch Mahabhutas, right? The bhuta, air, water, fire, ether, and air, water, fire, earth element, and ether is the cosmic element, right? Okay, ether is the cosmic elements, or also you can say the origin point of all these elements, right? Using ether, all these elements are made, and in combination of this, lot of things are created. The other elements, the other inhabitants, entities, higher dimensional entities, they don't have these, they are not made out of Panch Mahabhutas, they are made out of only two or three, right? So they are, we cannot see them, they cannot see us. If we have higher energies, right, then we can access them. If we don't have higher energies, then we cannot access them, right? Only if we go inside we can access them, right? So this is the information, and the main intention of this video has been to make you aware that this is the reason why life today seems very boring. This is the reason why when you do anything you don't feel that satisfaction. Okay, so as a solution, try to go inside, try to become more spiritual. Second thing is, when you try to do any activity, make sure you engage your ears, your mouth, your nose, your eyes, and your biggest sensory organ, which is your skin, right? In that activity, when you're with people, tell them, let's dance, let's not look at our phones, let's dance, let's do some activity which is engaging all our senses, right? Let's probably hold our hands and dance in a merry-go-round. I'm just making things up right now at the moment. I'm just with the point being that try to activate your senses to make some situation more fulfilling and memorable for you. If you sit with your phone, you will miss out on making that situation memorable. The little effort that you can take is, be proactive, tell everyone, let's hold each other's hands. So you are activating your biggest sensory organ, which is your skin, right? The next thing is, let's sing while dancing. So we are engaging our mouth and our ears, right? Let's turn while dancing. So we are seeing everyone, we are coordinating, everyone is here, I need to move there, and something like that. And if there is any, wear a good perfume, so your nose also is very happy. Okay, I'm just I'm just simply saying this out of fun to include nose also into this, but just understand the concept, not the example more. But yes, engage your senses and see how much of uh, completeness you feel. You will feel that, wow, it was a great day. And that the if you utilize your energy, body's energy, through your senses. Okay, your body's energy is not just to think, not just to hear, not just to work or something. It is to experience life through all these senses. If you experience life through maximizing all the senses artificially, not naturally, this is not naturally not happening, artificially sensory triggering, artificially sensory triggering. Okay, if you do this, then you live a more wholesome, nice, deep life. Thank you for this Guinness Book of World Record length video which I have made. I didn't think, but this topic was something which required to be poured out multiple times with multiple situations, so that with multiple repetitions on purpose. Okay, you might be thinking, why did he say the same thing 15 times? It sometimes take 15 times to imprint something in someone. I don't say this out, but I want you to know, sometimes if people intellectually know this, it becomes easier for them to grasp something and to understand why someone did something in a certain way. So bye bye, see you with another video with something better.